Hello everyone, so today's video we're going to be going over Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp's design room, all the new features and unlocks that you can get in the design room, and all the secret little changes that they have. So without further ado, let's hop into it. So before we jump into the design room, if you want to unlock the Black Hole Rising units, as well as the Neo Tanks, silos, and basically have the Advance Wars 2 style, all you gotta do is click onto the Advance Wars 2 campaign, start it, you don't have to play any missions, and you have it right in the design room, ready to go. So one of the things that gets asked the most is the map size. So for local, it is up to 30 horizontal and 20 vertical. But if you want to do online, you can fluctuate between 20 and 15 as the max, but you can kind of fluctuate, increase or decrease some sides, so you can get a perfect online fit map. So up first with our first design room feature is you can actually change the water on your maps. So after building your map, or whenever you want in the process of building your map, all you gotta do is click setup and go down to water, and you can pick any watercolor from a darker blue to a lighter blue, or even a very dark navy blue, or even a weird green color. This also does affect your river, so the color of your river will also change corresponding to your watercolor, so just keep that in mind. So up next we have aesthetic changes to rivers, roads, bridges, and pipes. Now these are all just aesthetic. By already having the piece down and just pressing A on it again, you can actually just change the look of it by, for the river, changing the direction. For the bridges, you can change to do two different types of bridge styles, and for roads, you can kind of just make it so it's a continuous road going off the board, or like a line as a stopper. So if you have it just in the middle of the area, the plains, you can just stop it. So up next we have the extra pieces, or the unlockables that you get after completing the Advance Wars 2 campaign. Now just to keep this in mind, you can complete the campaign on any percent or any difficulty. It does not matter, any percent of completion or any difficulty, casual or classic, doesn't matter, you'll unlock these at the end by just finishing the final mission. The cost of it is going to be 300 coins. It'll be in Hachi Shop in the More section, COs and more. So that's where you can purchase it once you've beaten the campaign. Now, what is included with the extra pieces? Well, I went into a little bit last video, kind of some of the things that are in there. So since all these pieces are from the campaign, they all act the same as their campaign counterparts, so just keep that in mind. So the footage that you're seeing in the background is just some test footage that I was using to test all of these different items in gameplay, so you can actually see what they do. So we're going to be going over them, starting from the mini cannons. Now the mini cannons will attack any unit within its range, no matter what direction it's facing. And they take the same damage as normal, so they're just the typical mini cannons. So up next we have the black cannons. Now the black cannons have two different variations, the vertical facing one and the downwards facing one. So for the downwards facing cannon, it'll fire on any day with any unit that is in its range. However, the upwards facing cannon can only fire every other day with any unit that is in its range. So just like a campaign counterpart, it acts the same way. So up next we have the laser cannons. Now these fire every day like normal, just in the campaign, so be mindful when placing these on your map, or if you just want to go like all out with it and have fun, place them all over the map. Next we have the death ray from the campaign, which fires every 7 days like normal. This cannot be changed, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, but it is the death ray from the campaign, so that's just awesome to begin with. Up next we have labs. Now labs provide funds, just like cities, but instead they do not have any defense at all. So you can capture these if you see them on the maps, but just know that there's no defense on those, so if you plan on placing a unit as to help your defense when attacking or defending, you might be out of luck. Up next we have the classic pipes. Now these are just the standard pipes, as per usual. They have the destructible portion that you can place in the middle of them, but they also have aesthetic changes that you can do by making them like continue off the map, or just ending and looking as normal. So they're just the regular pipes. So finally we have the volcano. Now, with the volcano, it will go off depending if you have it set to odd or even days, or both. And in this case, it will go off every day. Now, in the extra pieces tab, you will see a O, which is for even, and you'll see an X, which is for odd. Now you only get 15 of each of these that you can place around the map. So just keep in mind, place them in hot zones or hot areas where players will be traveling, and for God's sake, please do not put them on bases, because that is just stupid. Now something to take in consideration about the volcanoes is that you cannot have a volcano or a death ray on the same map. And mind you only get one of each, so you have to decide between the death ray or a volcano. That's the only downside about this, you can't have both of them on the same map. It would be cool if they did allow that, but unfortunately they did not. So something you may or may not have noticed by now, if you went into versus and played as different COs, as different team colors, you will notice that in this clip here, you can see that there is red black hole units, and that is because you can choose any CO as basically any of the team colors. So let's say you're player 1, so you're on the orange star army, and you want to play as, for instance, I'm playing as Stern. Well, you will get black hole units, and they will be in red color. So it's kind of interesting that you can kind of have each of the different designs based off of your COs transformed into each of the different colors. So as a little bonus, I'm going to show you something online that you can kind of choose and customize that is pretty cool. So when you go into online and you press X, you can actually open up the tag ID, and you can actually customize your tag background based off of whatever team that you want to have. So if you want the Orange Star Army background, you can have that. If you want the Black Hole Army, you can have that as well. There's all the different colors of each of the countries, so it's pretty cool that you can actually change that on your tag. And I did not know this until I actually went into online and actually checked it. So I went ahead and also changed my profile pic to something that would look even cooler with the Black Hole Army background, and I'd say it does fit pretty darn well. Now, I am almost done getting all the medals. I just have a couple more left, which is beat Advanced Wars 1 campaign and play an online match, so maybe one day I can play an online match. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to be the end of the video. I just want to go ahead and show off all of the design stuff and go in depth with all of the unlockables that you can get within the design room after beating the campaign for Advanced Wars 2. And this is what you can look forward to seeing when you do unlock it. And for those who are just interested to see how all these things work, that's also why I made this video. Now, if you guys do want to see more Advanced Wars videos, please leave a like down below, drop a comment, let me know, and I'll make more videos. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.